Hi, mate. I haven't seen
Oh,
you for a week. I've missed your fucking face. If I was there, I'd give you a kiss.
yes, I've missed you too, mate. I've missed you. It's been weird, like, because it's just over a week. So we're on Tuesday now, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
go
yeah,
out today, so we've missed. But we managed to bank enough for last week. But then I got a job yesterday in Manchester, so couldn't do a pod yesterday. So yeah, it's been. I've proper missed it, mate. I mean, we've obviously kept in touch over the socials and
yeah,
what. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I just had a nightmare last week with being in fucking Port Maddox with the internet and the fucking Wi-Fi on the caravan park was shite.
yeah.
Uh, Wales is just don't they put a fucking satellite above fucking Wales? I don't know what happens.
Stop everything happening.
You know what? Because my cousin lives in Wales, our Charles, and people ring me up, and he used to always make a laugh, and they go, "Look at have a car here." I go, "I'm in our Chazzers." That's why. And then that became like a bit of a fucking thing for shit signals. I'm in our Chazzers.
Yeah, well, it's a funny country as Wales, isn't it? Like the thing that annoys me most about Wales, if I'm being honest, is that 20 mile an hour thing.
I know. Well, they've scrapped it, haven't they? They've
Oh, have
scrapped it.
they?
Well, yeah and no. I mean, they started putting 20 miles an hour all over England now, haven't they? Around residential areas. So they've not made it as intense as it was in Wales. They pulled back on it a bit. But yeah, when that was happening, it was a bit of a bastard driving through there. Because I live just on the Welsh border, don't I? So
Yeah,
sometimes I'd just fucking head over like to Queen's Ferry or somewhere. Next minute I'm in Wales and I'd forgotten because it's just like,
yeah.
you know, yeah, it was a fucking ball ache.
We get all the way, like, so I come in on the A55 down the Rill Road, the St Asaph Road,
Yeah.
and then you get to like the Abergele roundabout, turn right to my mum and dad's, and it's like you've had a decent journey, and then fucking 20 miles an hour for 2 miles, and you think, Jesus Christ, it's taken me longer to get down this one road than it's taken me to get A50 M6 all the way here. Like, fuck me dead.
We had a weird one. Headed off to Port Maddox last Monday, and we thought you can't check in till like 2-3 o'clock or whatever. So we headed off early because I want to get out and about. I'm on holiday, you know what I mean. I want to get
Yeah,
out.
get
And
it
about.
started as quick as you can.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone in the car. I packed up the car the night before. Let's fucking go. Here we go. Like McDonald's first. Oh shit! Everything's falling off here. First McDonald's we see. Yeah, come on, kids. Fucking McGuffins. The kids called them McGuffins. Let's go and get some
McGuffin.
fucking McGuffins. Yeah. So we're all in
You
fucking
know what a guff is? Or a muff, actually.
Woof, yeah.
Or a muff.
They started doing these fucking griddle things in McDonald's now, griddle buns, and I think they've got fucking blueberries in them or something. I was like, nah, don't give me that shite. I just want a fucking proper McMuffin, double one. And then when I do it, I take the top off. I bite off half of me fucking hash brown. I get a ketchup, squeeze the ketchup on the top. I get about 20 packets, those little sachets of pepper, throw them on the top, and then I'll throw my ash brown on top of that, and off I go. That's
Yeah,
it.
Lottie does that. She puts the ash brown in a McMuffin or guffin or whatever you want to call it.
So
I'm a
then,
eh?
oh yeah, before that, fucking had to fill up the car. 140 quid to fill the car up. Fucking
Hey,
crazy.
I'll talk about this in a sec. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we get to Carnarvon. We'll go and have a coffee break in Carnarvon. Have a little
What's
walk
that
around.
castle that you're at, Carnarvon, that I guess Carnarvon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. We're at Carnarvon Castle.
Fucking that is my favourite castle that I've been to so far. I love it. I love
Yeah,
that. You go in, it's proper
yeah.
city towns, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not in ruins, is it? It's like a proper castle.
Yeah, and all we found, like, so you go in, don't you? And it's like obviously not as it would have been because it would have been in squalor, but you go in and like the town's been built in the inner city limits, hasn't it? So like we found this little coffee shop and it's all walled off. And it's brilliant. I love Carnarvon Castle.
It's nice. It's nice round there. I just love North Wales. I know a lot of people have an affinity with the Lake District. I just love North Wales. I think North Wales is amazing. But I was getting the fucking pram out the car by the castle there, And next minute, some of these people come over to us like, "Oh, hello, how are you?" Who the fuck's this? And then we recognised that it was like some people who like me. So many swimming. He went through swimming lessons with the sort of lad. He lives is actually I think it's his grandparents live round the corner from us. So we spotted them around here a few times, but they live over in Chester. And so we said, "Oh, that's nice." And they're going, "Oh, you're having a day out in Carnarvon, are you?" He said, "Well, we're just stopping through because we're going over to Green Acres. We're going to Haven in Portmadoc." And he said, "Oh, fuck, so are we." They were there from the Monday to the Friday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and then when we got to fucking Portmadoc, when we got to the caravan park, and like that night we're all out having a beer, half the fucking town where we are fucking at the caravan park.
Oh, so you knew loads of people?
Yeah. Yeah, it was fucking mad. It was mad.
Petrol.
Pardon?
Talking about petrol. So you know I got my noddy car.
Yeah.
I love it, by the way. Unfortunately, I had to get rid of my lovely Audi. Yeah. It came to the end of its life. I think my mechanic mate's going to sell it on. I've told him I don't want to know how much he's got for it, so I gave it him for dead cheap. But like so that was a diesel motor, and I've got this. I wanted an automatic for ages because my back. The physio said if you get an automatic, it'll probably help your back because of the clutch leg. It was like I was getting a lot of stress in my quads. So I bought an automatic.
Fucking weakling. Go on.
I am a weakling. You know
pussy.
That.
Can we say that, pussy?
I'm a fucking right pussy, old mate. And. So when I bought the car, it had got 25 miles in it, and I went and filled it up, and it cost me just over 40 quid to fill it up, so 41, 42 quid to fill the tank. Yesterday, I went to Bolton, I'd got 100 and something miles in the tank, I went to fill it up, 53 quid it cost me to fill it up. It's fucking mental, so it cost me over 10 quid more, and I've got 75 miles more in the tank.
Yeah. I went because I went to fill my car up. I mean, we got the Land Rover, didn't we? The Discovery. So that was 140 quid to fill up, and then my car, the Jeep, I filled that up yesterday, and it's normally about 70 quid to fill up. 93 quid yesterday. I was like, what the fuck?
And it's getting worse, isn't it? I heard yesterday on the news, I don't really listen to the news, but I was in the car, so I was listening to Radio X. I love Radio X. And it was like the news came on, and it said like Trump and the talks have gone. They're not having any more ceasefire shit. So straight away, oil prices started going up.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. It's just a pack of lies. It's one pack of lies against another pack of lies, and I've switched off from it. I got away from it last week because I couldn't get fucking internet anyway. The only thing we had on fucking on the TV was fucking CBBS, I think, or CBBC or something. But we were out all the time. We were on the beach. It was on the Monday. It was dead nice driving down. He had me fucking little shorts on, my little tight shorts on.
That's a fucking vision I'm not getting out of my head, mate.
yeah, little tight shorts on when we went down on the Monday, and then the fucking pissed down the rest of the week, didn't it? But we went to Port Merion on the Thursday, I think. We went to Port Merion.
Someone did that as well, didn't they?
Yeah. That's great. That there's not much there. And it's you know what it was 68 quid we paid online, 68 quid for us all to get in. And then when we got to the fucking ticket office, the bloke said, "How much did you pay to come in?" It's the fella on the fucking gate. Says 68 quid. He said if you would have paid on the gate, it would have been 56. Yeah. So anybody going to Port Merion, tip of the day, fucking pay on the gate. It's cheaper.
That's isn't it? That's normal. It's normally the opposite way around. It's like when we do a lot of comedy gigs, it'll be like 15 quid if you book online, or it's 18 quid if you book on the door. It's mad.
So you only really get a morning out of it there. And my missus is pissed off because she thinks she's not had the money's worth out of it. I said, it's freezing cold, it's pissing down. Do you want to fucking go round again? Like, what do you want to do? You know?
they like the value of money. My missus' one is parking. So she fucking hates paying for parking. I mean, everyone does, don't they? I mean, no one likes paying for anything, do they?
No.
But I'm like, there's a little bit of jolly in this, but literally, we've been to the pictures, and she's parked that far away from the pictures. We've walked past our house to get to the pictures.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing. But the funny one was we went to Woollerton Park. So it's only down the road from us. We drove there and what with the kids and everything. And I'm like, come on, then, let's go. And she's like, no, we're not parking in there. It's £6 to park in Woollerton Park. We're not parking in there. My dad always used to park on the roads around Woollerton Park. I'm like, fair enough, tell me where I'm going. And we're in her car. So I said to her, if we get a parking ticket, it's on you, love, it's your car. So we pulled up on this street. There were no signs around that we could see. £60 fine. Paid 10 times what we would have done if we'd have gone into the car park at Woollerton Park. So it's like, often you just have to do it, don't you? You just have to do it. But they do like that.
Yeah. I was just telling you before the pod come on. Like, I got back on Friday. My dad's in hospital. He's had a stroke. But going over, because I'm about from where I am, the hospital. He said, Whiston, you know that picture I put up on Facebook, and you can see the Liverpool Cathedral in the background.
Yeah,
that was from his ward. So he's got a good view. So like, I'm having to travel over there, and it's about 45 minutes, an hour, depending on the traffic. It's like, so I have to pay for the bridge, the Runcorn Bridge, having to pay for that there and back. Or if I go through the tunnel, the Mersey Tunnel, I have to pay for that. And then parking in the fucking hospital.
Do you not get, like, if you live in Liverpool, do you not get, like, a pass or something to go through?
I don't live in Liverpool, do I, mate? I don't live in Liverpool.
Doesn't he? So
yeah, you can't. You've got to have your car. You've got to have your car registered to Liverpool. And to be honest with you, if I register my car in Liverpool, the insurance would probably be 3 times as much as what it is now. So
yeah,
it swings and roundabouts. So people in Liverpool, they get a reduction. Only a reduction. It's not free on the Mersey Tunnel. People in the Wirral get a reduction as well, but we're just over the border in Cheshire. Well, in Cheshire we are.
The obviously is in Cheshire, you can afford it.
Yeah, ponies and Ferraris.
And tiny little roads.
tiny.
They only fit one little noddy car on.
Yeah, so it's costing me a fortune at the moment to go and see me dad, but he's worth it.
Of course he is, mate. Yeah, give him my love.
I will do.
I don't think I've met your dad, but obviously he's.
It's sad, he's always been dead strong. He's 90 and he's got everything up here. But yesterday when I saw him, it was the first time I saw him where, when I thought he looked a bit frail. Even though he's 90, he's still big. You know what I mean? His mobility's not the best at the moment, and because he's got diabetes and it's quite bad. It's affected his like that neuro thingamajig, and he can't feel. He's lost his feelings in his fingers and his hands. Sorry, in his hands and the soles of his feet. So his mobility's not the best, but he's always been as strong as an ox, and he's always had it up here. You know what I mean? And I just saw the frailty in him yesterday, and he was crying. I've never really seen my dad cry, holding my hand and crying as I was going, and he was telling me to go. But he can hardly talk with this stroke, but he was saying, you need to go, and I just didn't want to leave him. But anyway, I've seen my dad like pulling, he's had like a scaffolding bar and 2 chains on it, and he's pulled an engine out of a fucking Cortina around his neck.
Bloody hell.
And he's shouting at me.
He's like, fine.
They have cars on their engines. They have an earth strap. It's like with the electrics. They have an earth strap, and he's pulling this fucking engine out of this Cortina, and he hasn't disconnected the fucking earth strap. So when he gets down, he's going to me, just fucking cut the strap. He's lifting the fucking car up as well.
Fucking deadlifting a car.
Yeah. And that's when he was in his 50s, like, that's when he was in his 50s, 60s, yeah.
Mate, I'm pathetic. I don't know about you. I was just talking to my mum. My mum was like, because my dad's been in hospital and stuff, so we were both going through it with our fucking fathers, aren't we? And he's been in hospital. He's back out of hospital now, so he's recovering and everything. But I says to my mum today, how is he? Because he'd been at the hospital yesterday for his COPD checkup and stuff. And she said he's not fit, he's not great today, because if he goes out and he's in the car or anything like that, a couple of days he's terrible. And I said to my mum, do you know what? I feel really old. I did like a full day out on set yesterday, and to be fair, there was a lot of hanging about and whatnot. So I wasn't really on set very much. It was literally I was up at 6, got home at 9 last night. And I think I was on the set for probably half an hour, 45 minutes. Not a lot at all. You won't see me in this one.
Yeah.
I'm deep background. But it was a good day. It was a good day. But because I was on my feet all day, I feel bugging today. I slept really well last night, though. So I said to my missus, it's probably that I'm not doing enough. I probably need to go and exercise or something. So I'm only 46. And I feel like some days I wake up and it takes me 5 minutes to get out of bed with my back. I need to sort my shit out. Your dad, what is he, 90?
Yeah.
Puts me to shame, mate. Absolutely. So he's going to be fine. He's in the right place.
Yeah, he's
recovery's come on leaps and bounds. So he's going to be sound.
Yeah, he'll be sound. I'm going to go in and see him later on. Anyway, no, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Did you go in your Everton shirt just to cheer him up?
Fuck no. I did say to him when I got there that you fucking lost yesterday, didn't you?
I think it maybe seeing you in that Everton shirt. What did it? Was he fucking? Turning into a toffee.
Yeah. Hey, talking about football, my lads' football team hasn't won all season.
Oh,
they've had loads of draws, but they haven't won. Anyway, on Saturday, I was so tense the game. They were losing 3-0. You think, oh, here we go again. And that was 3-0. They play half an hour each way. It was 3-0 in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, here we go again. Then he pulled 2 back before half time.
Nice.
Yeah. And then they pulled another one back in the second half. It was 3-3. And honestly, I was so fucking stressed. It was unbelievable. And then, I coach rugby, don't you? So you don't want to give the referee loads, but I'm just talking to that was a bad decision. You know what I mean? I'm not shouting at the ref, but you're talking to one of the other parents, and then the ball had come over and it had gone out, and the referee hadn't spotted it. So go on, play on. And the kids go, it's gone out. So play the whistle. Go on.
What was the final?
They won 5-3. They won their first game of the season. How they were made up. There was a few parents with tears in their eyes and a coach with tears in their eyes. So.
Get in, mate. So is that the first one they've won this season?
Yeah.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Where does your lad play?
He plays either left back or right back. They put him at the back, and that's where he likes to be.
I used to play at right back for when I wasn't very good at school and stuff, but when I left school, I was in a few 5-a-side teams and a few 11-a-side teams, and I always used to enjoy. Believe it or not, I was not slow, so I was all right. So I used to overlap quite a bit. I was quite good crossing the ball in, and then I had a bit of a time playing in the centre of midfield, but I didn't like that. I wasn't skillful enough. I wasn't really a playmaker, but I could get past and hold the ball up. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I think it's a nice play. I remember I went and played for this team. I can't even remember who they were. We went and had a trial for them, and we went in the evening, and I played out my skin. And the guy says, "This is the new right back for Sunday." And I turned up on the Sunday, and they put me in the centre. They put me at centre back. And I had an okay. They pulled me off at half time. I had an okay game. I cleared some fucking bell end mistakes up, and I headed the ball out and got kicked in the head, and this, that, and the other. And the following game, they were like, "You're on the bench," and I just went, "I'm not," because you played me out of position, and you need to put me on at right back. Otherwise, that's it. And they're like, no, you're on the bench. So I went and got a pint. There was a pub just near. I went and got a pint and came and watched the game. I just refused to play for them ever again. They had this little. They were like Jobsworth. They had
Yeah.
this little handbook, and in the handbook it said you'll get 3 opportunities to go out and do and show what you can do, kind of thing. I was just a stubborn little prick because I was better than their right back, massively better than him, and it was like, yeah, all right then. And the team that they were playing that day was a bunch of my old schoolmates. And I just says to him, my mate Elliot's going to score at least 3 or 4 past you today. Well, I've got my pint in me, I'm drinking it away. And they were like, is he He scored 5. Scored 5. It fucking brilliant. I was cheering when their goals were going, oh, catch in, Elliot!
Yeah. I was doing the old father thing, you know, because like Charlie, I was saying, you come take the throw-ins, you know, I just like to push them all up, you know, having them into their side, go, take your time, slow it down, you know, when we're up to 4-3, then the ball was getting booted out, take your time, don't run and get it, take your time.
Yeah. Typical Liverpool.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
So anyway, Everton, Liverpool.
Yeah. Well, I was at a rugby tournament. On their Sunday. We had a load of fucking Evertonians with us. So like the first goal went in, didn't they? And they go, we're meeting. Yeah. Anyway, got disallowed, didn't they? And then the next thing, fucking Salah scored. So you know, it was quite funny. It was quite amusing. And then I got back for the. Oh, actually, was it 2? No, on the way back, I listened to AM, you know, 909. I love listening to it on the radio. I love listening to any sport on the radio. I'm really fucking old at like that. Cricket's amazing. I love listening to cricket on the radio. But anyway, so we listened to it on radio 909 AM. There's a good little thing. It's Talk Sport, isn't it?
I was listening to Talk Sport, the West Ham game, West Ham Crystal Palace last night on the radio on the way back. First half I got.
So they equalised on the way back. I got back then for about the last half hour of the game, so I watched it where it was in. But we had a rugby morning, it was great as well. The lads did brilliant in the rugby. They've really come on, you know, and I've been coaching that for 6 years and you can see how they've advanced, you know.
That would be nice if you followed it all the way through for the last 6 years as well.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. I mean, because I've had to drop down a couple of year groups because I've got a younger lad started. So this last couple of years they haven't been as involved in theirs, but I'm going back into it next season because there's more coaches now. I've recruited more coaches for that age group, so I'm going to go back a lot more. But yes, I was out with the coaches last night. We went to Wetherspoons. We had the spoons and a couple of beers, talking about what we're doing next season and that. So that was. You know what? It's like a full-on meal in Wetherspoons and a couple of beers, 15 quid. Fucking brilliant.
We were talking about this at my gig on Saturday night where James was talking to one of the other acts. And it was like, this guy was saying, like, people slate Wetherspoons so much, but it's like, you can go in and you can get, like, the chicken select and all the chicken bits and, like a decent meal and a pint for 7 quid. It's like...
I know.
That.
I know it was mad last night. I think you get a meal and then because you get it's like an extra £1.30 to have a pint of Guinness with it, you know. And it's probably cheaper than go to one of the fucking pubs in Heswell.
Yeah,
use one of the pubs in Heswell. You're probably paying about fucking £10 a pint anyway. You may as well come there and have fucking fish and chips and have a fucking Guinness.
I did a gig in
a couple of quid.
I've done like since you've been away. I've done 5 gigs, I think.
Have you? Fucking hell.
Yes, I did. I had a right busy week. The first one of which I think was on the Saturday or Sunday last week, and it was in Droitwich. And I got there, and there was only the MC there at the time, I think. And I went to the bar. I said, "Hey, mate, you all right?" And this, that, and the other. And he just bought his pint of Guinness. It was a golf club event, and it was £7.
Yeah.
For a Guinness.
Yeah. That caravan park I was at was £6.29 for a pint of Coors. £6.29 a pint of Coors, yeah. Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. They did like £4 pitchers for 17 quid, but you could only get them in Carling. And you can only have them on a Friday and Saturday night.
Oh, wow. And you weren't there then, were you?
No, we're there Monday to Friday. So they fucking got it. And they do these specials, don't they, Monday to Friday? But anyway, the kids like the entertainment of the night, you know.
So I don't mind a pint of Carling. That was like my go-to beer, I think.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's like I never liked Foster's. It had too much of a tang to it, Foster's, and I never. Carlsberg just seems pointless.
I got 4 pint cans of Carlsberg. I did while I was there while we were out shopping, and it was actually quite nice.
Yeah, might be different out the. I think bottled beer is nicer. I like a bottle of beer. I do, but I was talking about this because obviously I've confessed that I've started smoking again.
Oh yeah. You started smoking again, Chris. I'm not disgusted by it, but I'm not. What's the word? I'm a little bit disappointed, shall we say?
You just need to not go on holiday.
Oh, you know what you've got to do now because you've started smoking. You have to give me your address because I'm going to send this Everton shirt to you.
But the conversation's kind of gone towards like what I'm gonna. I've like been thinking. I've been thinking about the whole drinking situation for a long time. Obviously, I've not had a beer at the moment for, it's 2 years and 4 months. So, but I've been told I'm going to Benidorm in May, and I've kind of decided that I am going to, if I fancy a beer, I'm going to have a beer on holiday. It's just like one of those things. So it's a bit of a tester for me because it's going to be, can I like go and have a few bevies and then just go, that's it, I'm done. I've had my jolly, I've had my holiday, I've had a few. I'm not going to go mad. I'm not going to like go back to what I was, but I'm going to have a few round the pool.
Yeah. See, I did that last week because I haven't drank much over the last. I've probably drank more last week than what I have done the whole of this year, probably for the last 6 months. But I've got the family and kids there, haven't I? So it was like, but I think when you're in Benidorm with the lads, it's just going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to try. I've already said I'm not going to go back to doing shots and shit like that. I'm not going stupid. But what I have said is that I probably need to have a few beers before I go. Because what I don't want to do is just a couple. But what I don't want to do is like get to the airport, have a pint, and feel twatted. Do you know what I mean? I don't want that because
you know what? I was out last night. I had 1 pint last night in Wetherspoons. The other one was I had a Diet Coke because I had the 1 pint, and I was driving. I had 1 pint and I was like, oh, fucking hell, I'm not having another one. I was all, but last weekend was fine. But I had something to eat then. As soon as I had something to eat, I went back to normal, Yeah.
It's weird. Every time I've ever...
When you had your first ciggy, you had a bit of a head rush, didn't you?
Oh, mate, it was brilliant. Yeah, I felt like...
They are good. Those head rushes are good, aren't they, when you have your first ciggy after you haven't smoked for a few
months? That bit, it's like between... you get your head rush, so it feels dead good, but then there's a little bit of that, am I going to be sick?
Yeah.
But it was dead.
Or fall over.
Yeah. I'll give the fags up again at some point, and the cigarettes. But yeah.
Well, you like having them at your back door, don't you?
Yeah. I might have one in a minute. But yeah, I do like, so I think like we weren't going to go, I'd like agonised about whether I was going to, like, my mate's invited me to his wedding. It's on our wedding anniversary. So I'm going to go and have a couple of beers with him to celebrate his wedding and stuff. And then the week after, I go to Benidorm. So I'm going to try it, see how it goes. And, obviously it'll unfold on the pod anyway. I'm so committed to comedy and acting now and the pod. So that I'm so committed to that, I don't want to fuck it up by going back to how I was. So there's no way that's going to happen. But it's going to be interesting. I mean, it'd be like, when I get back from Benidorm, if I'm thinking I want to go and have a pint, then I'll just cut it completely again. But every time I've done 6 months off the booze, I used to do every year I did dry January, and I'd do the full January, and often it'd go into like March, April because the weather's not that great. So it's like arsed. So I've done like regularly done 3 or 4 months a year where I've not even touched alcohol. So I've got no problems giving it up. It's the problem that I have is when I have one, and same as you, when I have one, it's like, well, I could tag one on here. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we'll just see how it goes, and if it starts affecting my mental health badly, then it'll be gone again. But what I'd like to get to, like my aim, is like if I come over to Wales or whatever, and we meet up, I'd like to be able to have a pint with you. Do you know what I mean? Have a couple of pints, like we used to back in the day.
But we never just used to have a couple of pints back in the day, did we? They used to call us up when we were in Hooters on a Friday, saying, "We got a lead for you. We've got a bottle of champagne and strawberries. Fuck off."
And some jubblies.
6, 7. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, we'll leave it on that note. I think it'll be to be discussed moving forward. But yeah, it's I'm hoping that I can just do it. I feel like quite good about it. I don't. I think like everybody who used to say I was an alcoholic. I think I've proven that wrong. It's like I didn't have any problems giving up the booze. I've not had any issues. Up until this last year, I've not even thought I want to go and have a pint. So,
I'm a bit like that. My missus be getting bottles of wine and stuff, and she's going, "Do you want a beer?" I can't be asked.
Yeah,
I did get like 4 cans of like Carlsberg last week, and I did have a few beers while we were out. In fact, one night I had 2 cans of Carlsberg before we went out, and I had 3 pints while I was out.
Wow, mate!
Like 5 pints.
Was you hanging the day after?
I wasn't actually, and that's just like a nice little level, you know what I mean? And I enjoyed it, but the problem is, I can't do that. If the kids wouldn't have been there, I'd have been fucking dancing on the stage, fucking pouring jugs down my face, And
that's me, mate. Yeah, it's like five. You said you had 2 cans before you went out. I used to go out with my dad. Like I'm going back to when I was younger. But I used to go out with my dad in the afternoon, finish work on a Friday or Saturday. I'd go home, we'd walk up to the quays, I'd have 7 pints with my dad. He'd have about 2 or 3, go home, have a ham sandwich and fall asleep.
Yeah.
I'd go and have a shower, have a ham sandwich and go back up to the quays, meet my mates Cookie and Dean who were going to Benidorm with, and I'd start all over again. And within them having 2 or 3 pints, they were more pissed than I was.
Yeah.
Mad. But I don't want to get back to that. You used to wear that as a badge of honour. It used to be like...
I know. I get embarrassed when I think of, the amount of drink that I used to take in.
Yeah.
I used to have it as a badge of honour. I get quite embarrassed when I think about that, because it's not at all. It was just fucking stupid.
The telling thing, we'll wrap up in a sec. But the telling thing is, when you talk to people about what your relationship with alcohol was, and it's the look on their face. So we used to wear it as a badge of honour. You know what I mean? You'd turn around and you'd go, "You mean you've only had fucking 8 pints? You fucking
yeah."
Not using that word as not as a gay thing, just as what you're doing. And you'll talk to people and they'll say, "How much did you used to drink?" And my standard thing is, and I can't even remember how many pints I used to drink or what I used to drink. But my thing would be, I didn't used to go out every night, but I'd go 3-4 times a week. I'd go to the pub and it'd be an absolute minimum of 10 pints. I know for a fact.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd say 12.
Yeah. I think on an all-dayer, I've done 30 pints in a day. Easily. And because it's all day, probably not even bothered. Probably got up the following morning and been fine.
I remember one day
it
was my mate's birthday, and we got into the local pub, the Albany, and we got in there before it opened, and we were in there in lock, and I stayed in there all day, and you always had a lock in afterwards. I got out of there at about 2 o'clock in the morning. I was drinking Guinness all day. I even ran out of money, and the fucking landlord lent me some money.
Back in any youngsters listening, this is not big and it's not clever, and I'm quite glad you glued to your phones and you don't go out doing what we used to do back in the day, because it's not good for you. I'm just looking forward to like my next 20 odd years or whatever I have left in life, just being able to enjoy a pint now and then, and that if I can do that, I'll be a happy chappy. If I can't, if there's still that no stop button going on, then I'll have to stop again. But anyway, we've done 35 minutes, mate. It's been like effortless, hasn't it?
Oh god, yeah, it is.
Drop us an email, guys, on hello@funnyfarmpod.co.uk. Follow us on all the. We'll chat about Charlie's Everton shirt a bit more in the next episode. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you guys. Bye.